Hello there. Yes, we are geeks assembled, and we have gathered here today to talk about the first episode of Series 10 of Doctor Who, the pilot. And we're returning to the old format today, and Brian is going to give his review first because he has to go soon. So go ahead, Brian. What did you think of the pilot?
Hello! What's up? Well, what I thought of the episode is it was good. I liked it. I I thought it was like I thought within the episode it was a little bit slow pace at times, but rest of the episode was good. I liked it. So the new companion Bill was interesting. I like her, and I especially love how they put like little things like within previous doctors and the previous series. Like they showed a picture of River, they showed a picture of Susan, they had previous song Screwdrivers. I tell all that. So yeah, it was pretty interesting, pretty good. I absolutely love the episode. But again, like I said, there were times where I thought it was slow paced, but it was good. I enjoyed the episode.
What would you give it out of 10?
I would probably give the episode maybe a 8 TARDISes.
8 TARDISes. Thank you, Brian. And let's go to Germany with Beef Dad. What did you think of the pilot, Beef Dad?
I thought it was an excellent start to the new series. I think the introduction to the new TARDIS team was very well engineered, shall we say. Excellent. Pearl Mackie was brilliant as Bill. Matt Lucas is hysterical as Nardole. And what I like about Matt Lucas's character is he's not scared to tell the Doctor when he thinks he's being a bit stupid. And that for me brought a big smile to my face. Was very surprised considering the basis of the story, with Heather being sucked into the liquid from the ship that had landed and was looking for a pilot. And Heather was brilliantly portrayed by Stephanie Hyam. Loved it. I absolutely loved her performance, and the effects on it were superbly creepy. What I didn't expect were the Daleks. I just did not expect them to slam in the Daleks like that. But basically, Nardole sorted them out with a sonic screwdriver. Which I quite enjoyed the idea of that, while Peter Capaldi was sorting out Heather. It's very, very clever, very well put together. Actually, quite a clever piece of writing, I thought, by I was going to say he who must not be named, but.
You can name him today. You can name him. He's in our good books. You can name him.
Yeah, Stephen Moffat. I think he did a really good job of this and introducing and sorting out the new TARDIS team is really, really good. Yeah, loved all the little shoutbacks to right the way back to the beginning to Caroline Ford and River Song. Well, the original Doctor never needed a sonic screwdriver. He had a brain. Well, yeah, I think really, really clever. really well done. And I loved the performances. I loved Peter Capaldi doing his lecturer bit. It was just so good, so very good. Have I got to give it my score now then?
Yeah,
as
you
well?
can give your score now if you want. Yeah,
Yeah, it gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
a 9. Yep.
I would say, Brian, that probably the reason you found a lot of it slowly paced was because of the interruptions because of the adverts on BBC America.
Yeah, I can't imagine Doctor Who with adverts. I just can't imagine. No, for me, it can't have adverts. No. And
No,
let's.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't the ads. It wasn't the ads.
Was it the lecturing bit at the beginning? Was it the slow pace at the beginning that put you off? Was it?
No, I thought the slow pace was it didn't go like straight into the monster. It had like I thought. It, to me, it felt like it felt a little bit slow and took a little bit forever to get to the monster versus the Doctor.
But I don't think this was meant to be a Monster of the Week story. This was to introduce Bill. This was all about Bill and all about Bill's life, and to see her as as an ordinary person as you'd see down the road or something like that. Let's go over to Boston, Massachusetts, with Alex and Susan. Go ahead, Alex and Susan.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I did like the story. It's not perfect, of course, but again, it's to introduce the audience after 16 months, give or take. And Bill was a breath of fresh air, and hopefully she'll stay upbeat for the most part, because we've kind of had companions that have been sort of angry and depressed. Capaldi, I think, for his last season is sort of a half hero, half teacher, half, taking the problems on the fly, sort of, may be more effective. And of course, Nodal is sort of the human K9, I think, would also be interesting. And they also had to balance the humor between Bill and the Doctor and Nardal. As far as the villain goes, sort of visually, it sort of reminded one of The Ring, but the visuals were good. And as it goes into the story and then it finally finishes up, the visuals are very, very good. So they've modernized Doctor Who in that respect, and of course introducing their TARDIS. Very funny as always, saying that it's a kitchen. Can you smell what the Doctor's cooking?
And she thinks it's an
that.
extension, doesn't she? She thinks it's an extension, yeah.
Yeah. But I'd give it 8. And like I said, I bought the episode on Amazon. And hopefully Capaldi will have a very good season, very good pace with a companion that is 90% cheerful, and the series can end on a very high note.
Thanks, Alex. I would give the doctor credit for being a good tutor. He tested Bill. He made her write essays. He made her attend. I mean, she was sneaking into his lectures, but he really started her education as a someone who's going to be absolutely brilliant in the show. She's going to have an opportunity to intellectually grow even more as a companion, as a traveler in space and time, and I really enjoyed her unrequited love with Heather that led to the creation of the monster. That was really amazing. And then she when Heather turned into a Dalek, I thought that was really cool, because the confrontation between the Daleks and the Movellans was already an established sort of thing in the Doctor's timeline. So, not a lot of explanation needed, not a lot of interpretation needed. So that was really fun. And it was great to see the Rick James disco cybernetic creatures back from from the outer space wars with the Daleks. I thought that was really fun, and I loved the way she was sort of she was teasing the Doctor. She was like you run like a penguin with its ass on fire.
That was funny.
And I was like, Frobisher. No, I'm just kidding. I was kidding there just for that, but it was funny. And so, I mean, there were so many little, Easter eggs. It's Easter, and it was delightful. And I personally would give it a 12 out of 10 for the 12th Doctor.
Wow, a 12 out of 10. Can we accept that, Lee? Can we go to?
I really love the whole thing, and I'm so glad Doctor Who is back.
Yes, that's the main thing, isn't it? And I want to just briefly mention the effects. Actually, I haven't really thought about it till you guys have mentioned it so much on here. Is that the effects were actually genuinely really good. Thinking about it, how that Dalek went into water, it just fell into the puddle, was brilliantly done, wasn't it? Because that could have looked bad. That could have looked really bad. But the way it just fell apart as like just running water sort of thing was very good. And also the Heather coming out of the puddle, she did that quite a few times. And I thought that always looked very good. And then you got the space scene, and then you got the scene where, Bill's touching Heather, and you've got the water going around Bill's head and Heather's head. It just, it all looked really good. Anyway, let's go to a friend. I hear of the crazy wizard. Jason.
Well, the crazy wizard isn't around at the moment, so thank goodness, or he'd drive us nuts. But yeah, it's a great introduction with Bill. I really enjoyed it, especially with watching the beginning. You just got Nardo just showing up, and then some item dropped or whatever, and Bill's like, okay. Then he just walks away. Then they don't see the pictures of like Susan and River Song, that was really done. Then you hear a guitar out of nowhere later on, dun, 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 which ends up being the Doctor. It's definitely great. I mean, the effects of it's definitely great. Gets you wondering what's going to happen next. I mean, with the whole Bill interested with another girl that ended up being obsessed with looking at the waddle down there, and there was like some voice down there saying they're looking for the pilot, and which she ends up being the victim. And this seemed more like between in a way with Midnight and Water of Mars. I mean, with Midnight you see the reflection between the copy, how way Bill moves and the way she moves. But the way she moved a little bit more freakier. And it was pretty interesting. I mean, especially when you see the scenes of how you see an eye through the, I guess the sink or the shower thing, which that was awesomely done. Because it felt like there's a little bit like a whole scene to it, but not too much of it, but it was just so much in this episode. I'm seeing the Maul variant just for 10 seconds. Yeah, still worked out pretty good for them just being attacked out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure people in the new who only seen the new series will try to figure out who the heck are they with the weird kind of hairstyle. I mean, FYI, that's from the Destiny of Daleks. If you haven't seen it, you better watch it. But yeah, it's definitely great. Great seeing the Dalek that's like turned into like was part of Heather. I mean, seeing the eye stall on it was pretty good. I mean, just turning into Waddle. Nardo, oh, he's such a comic character. I mean, especially when he's like being chased by the explosions, he's like going after one button after another button after another. Oh, no, it's just funny. Bill, she's definitely a great character. I mean, I laugh at the point when she was saying, "Where's the bathroom in the TARDIS?" I mean, is that what only what you can think is asking where's the bathroom in the TARDIS.
And where is it, Jason? Do you remember where it was?
Yeah, I think it's probably downstairs somewhere.
By the macaroon machine, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Dispenser, yeah.
But it's more. There's some Easter eggs, but there's also a mystery. Like you mentioned before about a vault box, something about that, whatever the Doctor's trying to protect. That's going to be interesting if whatever's going to happen near the future with that. But with the series itself, I do quite enjoy it. The Doctor was always a great performance by him, and how he was just testing Bill each time, and you get these scenes between Bill and this one lady. I mean, the whole little bit of lesbian, I don't mind it. I mean, you know, it's Doctor Who. A lot of things have been happening in the series, so but pretty much a great series. I definitely really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 because this is definitely a great introduction for Bill.
I've just had an epiphany listening to Jason. It's happened. I've just had an epiphany. I know what is in the vault. Oh my God, I've just worked out what is in the vault. Oh my God, shall I announce it here now? You see, I think, what is the most important thing for Doctor Who? What is the most important thing, the sole important thing? Missing episodes. Missing episodes. I reckon in the vault is the missing episodes. And at the end of the series, he opens the vault, and there, the BBC just reveal all the missing episodes have been found. They're in there. They're in there all along. They're in there. They're in that vault.
Episode 4 of the 10th Planet. Oh, there's a connection there.
Oh dear, let's not go there. Let's go to Kevin instead. Go ahead, Kevin, for your review of the pilot.
Well, I absolutely loved it. From the first minute, and the Doctor playing guitar again, it was just absolutely great. Bill was Pearl Mackie as Bill was very good. I really liked her, and Heather, the water girl, water demon, how you call it. She was cool. You know, just racing across the universe for Bill when they were traveling across Australia and another planet. And Nardole was just funny. It's big on the inside. Oh, you finally get it.
That bit was good, yeah.
Well, next episode is about some robots.
Yeah, Smile, yeah. The emoji robots, yeah.
But yeah, also in the coming soon trailers and Peter Capaldi regenerating.
We'll go on to that. We'll go on to the trailer. We'll go on to that.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10. It's doing very well, as I thought it would. And let's go over to Hull with Ray. I mean, Doctor Who Bob. I mean, Lee.
I've made it. I'm here. I'm a little bit hoarse, but I'm here.
Yes, what have you been doing? No, don't even ask. Don't even ask.
I've been having a day of festivities.
All I heard was with a horse, and I'm not going to ask any more. Carry on.
Yes. I've been having a day of festivities, which included alcohol, and I am a bit hoarse now.
You are festive with alcohol.
Yeah.
Come on, Patsy, get on with it. Come on, Patsy, get on with it.
What? Yes, I came in late to the cast. What was the question, Alid?
What's your bank number? What's your PIN code? That's what we want to know.
No, you're not getting that.
What did you think of the pilot, Lee? The pilot.
Well, Alid knows what I thought.
Do you remember his name?
Yes, Alid knows what I thought of this because we had a little chat last night.
I think that we were just starting off like in the old format, so that you review and then you rate.
Yes, because of Brian. We did it because of Brian, because Brian had to go early. So
right, okay.
We've gone back to the old format.
Yes, I caught Brian's comment about waiting for the villain. There was no villain this week. There was no villain, to be honest. It was space engine oil. which that was not a villain. I loved it. It was a brilliant. It was fresh. It was a restart. It was a brilliant introduction for Bill. I love Bill. I think she's going to be awesome. Capaldi and Nadal, those three is going to be an awesome team, I think. It was a good story. It didn't judge her. It sped along. I liked it. It was as me and Ali talked yesterday. If Billy's a one-off companion, I've got a feeling that Heather's going to come back for her at the end of the season and take her away into this universe, what she showed her. Yes, Susan, I know. I've got a funny feeling that's what's going to happen.
So you think she'll get happy ever after?
I think she'll get a happy ever after with Heather in the universe.
So a bit like Clara and Isilda.
Well, we don't talk about those.
A bit like Perry and King Ukrainos, and a bit like
Oh, Perry, yeah.
I think we've got a foresight into the future. What's going to happen to Bill?
Is it a Bruce one?
Not a foresight, but she wanted to go. She wanted to go with Heather.
Good game.
Yeah, but I think maybe in the last episode or whatever, Bill, because it's rumoured that she's only a one-season companion, I think she will go up. They will find Heather, and Heather will take Bill with her. And I think that's a brilliant thing to do. It was a bit. I was a bit taken aback when the Doctor was going to take her memories, because that was Donna all over again. Whoa, that you're repeating. I thought, oh, it's repeating itself again. And also the photos of River and Susan.
Oh, I know.
You don't put those little things there if you're not going to play on them in later episodes. I think River's going to reappear, and Susan will, but not. I don't think in Carol Ann Ford's body. I think it'll be a regenerated Susan. So
I agree. Yeah,
it was a damn good story. Compared to other season openers, I enjoyed this. It wasn't. I mean, okay, it was a blink and you miss it piece, and thank God there was only one Dalek, and you blink and you miss that as well. Yeah, I enjoyed it. For me, it's the first episode of a new season. I am not going to rate it that. I'm going to give it an 8 because I enjoy it. It kept me enthralled.
Hold on to that Mavellan's fort, because I think they would have benefited from not showing them in the trailer, because they're so brief. I think it would have just been a nice surprise, just seeing the episode first off and not knowing the Mavellans were just going to make a cameo. Because all it was that clip in the trailer was just in the episode. It was no longer. So
exactly, yeah.
I think it would have been best to hold that off and not showing that. Nobody would have known because they're so brief. Nobody would have found out.
But that comes down to Moffat, what goes into the trailers. So he could have kept that back. We would have been going, wow, well, Vellans for 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I would have. It would have been nice.
And,
would have been better.
And the Doctor didn't even name them who they were. So all the new fans who've never seen the classic era won't even who they are.
No, unless they Google them, because they do look exactly the same as they did.
But it was a damn start to a new season. Yeah, apart from the Daleks, of course. Yeah. A Dalek.
Yeah, a Dalek, because they weren't really. It's not a Dalek story. Do you know? I knew it wasn't going to be a Dalek story, and I knew Heather wasn't going to be tied to the Daleks either. Because when you look at a trailer and you see somebody go and exterminate, it doesn't mean they're a human Dalek. It can mean many other things. It's like this trailer now. It's like the Smile trailer. It's like the trailer for the next 11 episodes. Don't go off what you see in the trailer, because a lot of times they're misleading. I mean, people were thinking that this was going to be the Flood. It's not the Flood. People are going to think that she's a human Dalek. She's not a human Dalek. She's just space oil. That's all she is. It's completely unrelated. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, it's still. But apart from that, it was still a naff title for the episode. I'm going to rave on about this. It was still the naff title.
You let it out. You let it out. We'll sit here for the next half an hour while you let it out.
I still prefer the original title, A Star in Her Eye.
Yeah, but people were probably thinking, is Matthew Kelly going to come out? Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be...
but for me, the original title works so... I know the pilot was mentioned in the episode, but for me, the original title just sounds so much better.
But I have to say, I thought actually the episode was actually very cleverly written. I mean, the whole thing with... And especially, I must mention the direction of it. When, he's on about, like, time and space and dimensions, and he's talking about time is a picture. Time is a film is a picture. A film is all loads of pictures, and then it zooms out, doesn't it, to these pictures? You know what I mean? They edited that way, so they saw Bill going up to the door, didn't they? And they had it in like little pictures like that. I thought it was so clever how it was actually edited together. The direction of it was very clever, and I thought that speech in the lecture room was very clever as well. And the whole thing of the puddle is that what's wrong with the puddle? What is wrong with the reflection? And it's like it's perfect. It's a perfect reflection, which actually, as the doctor said, you don't get a perfect reflection. So that's why Bill, she knew something was wrong, but she didn't know quite what was wrong. And it now does... I now understand why Pearl Mackie said on the One Show, because people blasted her for this, which was unfair. She said that the TARDIS runs on space engine oil, which obviously this was space engine oil, which that's where she's got that from, hasn't she?
Yeah. So don't forget Kevin is here, and he's got a lot to say too.
Yeah, I know Kevin. Yeah, Kevin's here. Yeah.
Kevin has said a bit.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I'm just going through my review. I know I'm going on a bit, Susan, but I'll wrap up in a second. It's a lot to say on the episode. So I thought it was very good. It was very good. I think it's the best. Well, probably the actual second or third best opener of a series. My favourite is still Smith and Jones. My favourite is still that from series 3. I think this might be my second favourite. I just thought it was brilliant. I think it's better than Rose. I do think it's better than Rose. But so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And let's open the floor to whoever wants to speak, if you've got anything else to say. Anyone?
Let's talk about the coming soon trailer.
Yeah, if you want to talk about that, this is your chance. Yeah.
Well, we saw Capaldi regenerating, or maybe it's misleading.
Yeah, but no, it's not. They're tricking you. Honestly, they're not going to show it. This is clearly a trick. This is clearly like, oh yeah, we want you to think this is going to happen. Isn't it, Lee? Do you agree? I think
it's a vision. It's like some kind of vision, like a trick vision or something like that.
It's a trick.
What's the trick?
They keep showing Capaldi regenerating, don't they, in the trailers? They've done it twice now. It's a trick. I believe it's herring.
He has said he is the Doctor until the Christmas episode. For me, and Ali agrees with me, I think it's going to be a vision of the future, what is going to happen.
Or it could be the Master.
No, it's going to be a vision of the future, like he sees, like... Once upon a time, Susan. Once upon a time. Think Emma, and she kept seeing the cloaked man killing her, didn't she? Do you remember early on in the series? That's what it's going to be. So Capaldi sees this image of what happens in the future, but it doesn't play out as you think it's going to play out, probably, maybe. I don't know. But I think it's a vision of the future.
You know what I noticed on the trailer is the zombies on space.
Yes. And that regeneration, where they're showing the regeneration energy, that is the monk episode, because if you look on the table, you've got the statues of the monks, and also on the wall you've got pictures of the monks. And there was a tweet that Peter Capaldi's doctor gets killed by a bullet, and those armed guards behind him in that trailer. So it looks like if Peter Capaldi's doctor does die by bullet. But like I said, he's going to be in the Christmas special. So go ahead, Susan. Were you going to say something?
Much like the Eighth Doctor.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I honestly thought that Kevin had not gone, and I feel really silly now that.
Oh no! Don't worry about it, Susan. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
You're Lee's stuffing his face full of something. God knows what it is. Pizza. Oh, share some round. What topping?
Close your ears, Beef Dad. Chicken.
Oh, chicken. So does anybody... Susan, do you have any more to add on the trailer or on the episode or on the smile trailer even?
The trailer had me, singing, yay, happy thoughts, happy, joy. Because there was so much going on. This season series is going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
I have nothing but excited, feelings about this year. So, and I'm
it's going to be very good.
Glad that Doctor Who is back.
Anybody else?
I want to know who or what. We mentioned this before. There's two things I want to know. Firstly, who or what did the Doctor promise?
Can I answer that for you?
Go on then.
I think he promised himself.
Well, no, because he said he promised them not to do it anymore.
Are you sure he said them? Did he say them?
I'm positive he said them. I promised them not to do this anymore, which was take people on.
Oh, it's got to be Time Lords. It's got to be Time Lords. Yeah.
Or
promise the Time Lords. I promise. Say again, Susan. I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Or it could be the Master.
Why would you promise the Master?
No, why would he do that? Why would he promise? Yeah, exactly.
I know to go to the Master.
John Sim. Yeah. Going to go.
And secondly, I'd like to know, when did Nardal become a Cyberman?
Well, we always knew he had a screw loose.
Because he was never robotic. He was an alien or human thing. Had his head off. The Doctor reattached his head to his body. It was never said he was a robot. And all of a sudden, he's got screws falling out of him. So he's become a robot since last time we saw him.
Maybe he's been to Wilkinson's.
Finale. Maybe
he's been to Wilkinson's and been to the DIY department and stole some.
No, I think those little throwaway things, what Moffat puts in there, like that nut and bolt falling on the floor, has got something to do with what's going to happen in the future episode.
So they're bringing back Cyberbrig?
Lee, I don't think they will do that, Susan. No.
Cyberbrig.
Oh, no. What about Beef Dad? You've been rather quiet on this. What about the trailer, Beef Dad? Did it excite you, or does it fill you with dread of what's to come?
It's a typical first episode trailer for me. It really says very little. It gives you a very, very vague idea of a couple of things, but nothing that you could really put your finger on and say, right, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. In fact, unusually for young Mr. Moffat, he's played his cards very close to his chest with this. He has not given anything really away that you can grab hold of and say, wow, that's going to happen. Because there just is not enough detail. It was very general. It was very wide open. And of course, everybody is going to be going completely mental, trying to decide what's going to happen. And I think that's what he wanted. He wants everyone talking about it because there is so little detail and so little information given away in that.
Yeah, that's why they showed the regeneration. Yeah.
It's very, very, very clever.
Well, I mean, yeah, they
didn't show any regeneration. They just showed
the energy. You know, they showed the energy. You know,
with a bit of argon energy. But who's to say that's it? That might just have been him touching something that's energized.
No.
So you can't really say that is the regeneration.
Or maybe it's a trick. Maybe you see, maybe it's a trick, as in he's just healing himself. Like he gets really badly injured. I don't know, and then he heals himself with his regeneration energy, but he doesn't regenerate. Do you get what I mean?
Right. As I said before, it's good that the Doctor Who trailers don't give too much away, like the regular movie trailers give too much away.
Any more to add? Anybody else? Any more to add on the trailer? What about the Smile trailer? Are we all looking forward to that?
They better make a good one because I'm still not sure about the emoji ones. I still don't.
I love the look of it though. I think the look of the look of this series is looking very good. It really is. I think it looks visually great. The next episode with the futuristic building in the field. I think it looks brilliant. And then the emoji robots, they look all right. But I liked it when the skulls fell out of the thing. You know, they fell out of the when he opened them up, they fell out, didn't they? So I like that. So that was good.
Maybe the emoji robot will have some kind of beam of death out of their heads and like beam a pulse into a bunch of skulls.
Yeah, but I like that. See, I don't think there's going to be any. There's not going to be many humans in this, is there? Because I think they're basically all going to be dead. Because you have to be happy, don't you? Otherwise, they kill you. Which sounds to me like another episode that Beef Dad really loves from the 1980s. You know, where you have to be happy. Yeah, that one. He's muted and we know what he's saying.
24th century version of Happiness Patrol.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what. If you read the synopsis, it's very similar to the Happiness Patrol.
Maybe there'll be a return of the Candyman. Just kidding.
Well, it's all the rights, isn't it? I know a few people who'd love the Candyman back. Who wouldn't love the Candyman back, eh? So, no one's got any more to add. Lee, have you got any more to add?
Yeah, I have. What we're talking about. Yeah, sorry, I got kicked out for some reason. Yeah, it's, for me, the trailer does, you know, it builds your hopes up for the future of this season, but it just, as Beef does, it doesn't give anything away, really. As for the episode, it is a brilliant opener. There's just, you know, you can pick at little things here and there, but and also as well, I've said this before, the Doctor's office in the college, very, very similar scenery to Shada. with the Chronotises. It might not have anything to do with the season. But,
no, it's not. It's not.
No,
Yeah, Chronotis was at Cambridge,
it was
and this
very, very similar. Yes, but you had the TARDIS in the office, and it felt so classic, shall we say? And I like the feel of it. That's what I'm saying. I like the feel of this episode. It felt more classic than other episodes have in the past.
So Lee liked the feel of it. There we go. And on that bombshell, I think we're gonna leave it there.
I don't know. Why do I bother?
So I'd like to thank everybody here for joining me, even Lee. And if this is your first time watching our podcasts, then I do apologise. Lee, this is actually Lee on best behaviour, actually. Usually he's a lot worse. So you've got off lightly, innit, Susan? Hey? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Susan agrees with me. So anyway, hit that subscribe button for more crazy videos like this. And also check out my channel, which is Dalek Khan 1. Check out have you got a Jason's channel? Jason's got a channel. What's your channel, Jason?
My channel's got not podcasts, reviews, reaction videos, and some animation stuff I do. So do not miss that out.
Yeah, has Kevin got a channel?
Yes, I have.
Do you want to shout it out? What's your channel? What do you do?
I do some Blu-ray unboxings and trailer reactions.
And Susan, you have.
I have my own little channels, but I also Native Firewolf is Jason's channel, and I don't remember what Kevin's channel's name is, but yeah,
it's my name that's over here.
Okay, it's Kevin Bullhoist then.
Yeah.
Yep, so there we go. That's everybody.
Links are in the description now. But
yeah, we'll leave the links in the description. So check out all those channels.
Hey, ask me Fab channel.
Oh, sorry, and check out Doctor. No, it's just Ray, isn't it? Just Ray, isn't it? There's Doctor Who Bob and Ray, isn't there, Lee?
Right, forget that. Let's move on.
Anyway, yes, comment below what you thought of the pilot. And as always, take care, look after yourself, and we will see you next time.